K-Talk, AIM 1150. Southern California Live with Wendell at 840. You will notice that I do not play any Christmas carols or Christmas music on The Wendell Show, mostly because I play my own music, hoping that you will inquire as to what it is and buy it, but that's another story for another time. Merry Christmas to me. I'm not crazy about what Christmas has become in America. On the radio, it's a surefire ratings gimmick to jam your ratings up. People just they were conditioned to hearing the 19 to 25 famous Christmas songs, either in English or Spanish or both. It doesn't make any difference. And I've gotten to the point where I become kind of desensitized to the whole thing. I'm a Christmas neutral type person. I don't have particularly warm, fond, burning memories of joy as per snowy Christmases back in Massachusetts. I just don't have them. I mean, I came from a combative, combustible family, so Christmas could be kind of hairy in our household. It was every so often. It's just the way it was. But what's bugging me these days is not the easy target of the crass commerciality of the holiday, because realistically speaking, Christmas is a constructed holiday anyway. It was at one point a pagan ritual. It was co-opted by the nascent early Christians because they wanted pagans to become Christians. So they claimed that their God was born right around when the Festival of Lights happened. In the middle of the winter, in the Northern Hemisphere, people get really, really freaking depressed when the days get short. So they needed a reason to party. Okay, so about 3 or 4 days after the days appear to be getting longer, the gods are smiling on you, the sun's coming out a little bit more, let's have a party. And that's what Christmas became. However, in our society, it's now inexorably tied to consumer fortunes. We talk about Black Friday, how well it did. Apparently, sales are up 7% this year. Wall Street is celebrating. The gods of commerce and capitalism, they're real happy. That's fine. I mean, yeah, it's disgusting when people pepper spray each other over a $2 waffle maker. It's sick when they stomp all over each other in Walmarts for useless tchotchkes. But that's what people do. They've always done this, so far as I can remember. It's always something. If it isn't a Tickle Me Elmo, it's, I don't know, it's like a magic vibrator that balances your checkbook. Who knows? It's got to be some Christmas gift. It doesn't matter. What bugs me now about the whole issue of Christmas more than anything else is this bogus, nonsensical, we are the horrible persecuted victims nonsense that is the so-called war on Christmas. Every year like clockwork now, I don't even want to mention the scumbag's name, but you know who he is. He's a big host on the biggest cable news network. Tips that mean Irish-American face of his and tips it into the camera and starts scowling away about how godless secular liberals are destroying Christmas by making you say Happy Holidays. Now, I don't really have to mention who this is, do I? You know what I mean. And if it ain't him, it's another one of his cohorts. And you hear this over and over, and it's like they seek with a fine-toothed comb anything that might offend their Merry Christmas sensibilities, anything that reeks of horrible inclusion or the idea that Christmas is being destroyed by those that want to make it into this secular holiday. Well, the last time I checked, there weren't Jesuses in Walmart or Target. Okay, last time I checked, the teachings of Christ in the New Testament had a lot to do with giving your stuff away to people that don't have anything, not go out and get your kids more crap that they're going to break or that they're going to need batteries for or that you're going to have to assemble. Christmas and consumerism are synonymous. So when somebody says, well, you know, they're an awful, 1 out of 5 Americans doesn't identify as a Christian now, we're going to call it Happy Holidays. I mean, we got Jewish customers, we got atheists, we got Muslims, you know, there's Hanukkah, there's Eid, there's Kwanzaa, we're just going to make it Happy Holidays. Besides, New Year's is a week later anyway. Let's just wrap it up in one thing, and Thanksgiving's a month before. Let's just get it out of the way. They're making you say Happy Holidays because they're persecuting you for being Christian. You see this all the time. But when I see this stuff, I laugh and I go, what does Christmas have to do with Christianity? What does Christmas have to do with spirituality? What does Christmas itself, the holiday, what does it have to do with, peace on earth and goodwill to all men? The same people that will tell you with a straight face that secular liberals are destroying the spirit of Christmas enthusiastically endorse the bombing of Iran. The same guys on the same news shows will go bomb, 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 bomb Iran. Those people in Iran and Tehran, they like to live through this December. They really would, and January and beyond. You're claiming with a straight face that there is a war on Christmas because people are saying happy holidays, or they're saying stuff like, a nativity scene on public land, it really isn't cool, because you're sort of imposing your point of view on other people that might not really dig it, and you don't own the land. I mean, it's one thing if I'm going to put the baby Jesus in a manger on my front yard. It's another thing if I'm doing it in the town square. In the town that you live in, there are probably people that don't believe this stuff and they don't like it, or they're genuine Christians and they're pissed off about Christmas being appropriated as a great big way for department store chains to fatten their bottom line. So when I hear this war on Christmas stuff from reactionaries in America, I got to tell you something, dudes. You killed Christmas off stone dead long before the first happy holidays was ever uttered. When you started looking at the bottom line of department stores or how much useless merchandise you can move in an era where 1 out of 5 Americans is going hungry at this point, the poverty level is at the high since 1917 almost. I mean, really, you're worried about happy holidays? Screw you. The war on Christmas, feh. Or more accurately, bah humbug. I'm not listening to this stuff anymore.